Hey guys, welcome back to today's episode of Jafo Plays. On today's episode, we are still working, me and Melina are working our way through the first quest, the quest of Hysh from Silver Tower. We are looking to get our first chunk of the amulet, the white chunk. We are a couple of pieces into the board. Actually, I think we're about five into the board of the seven. Or 4 into the board of the 7, so we've got 3 cards left. So we're running out of places for the Searing Beams to be, and we're looking for the Searing Beams tile. We've got some Grot Scuttlings here, some Zinchian mutated goblins. So when we last left off, it was the start of the new turn with mine, which means I get the Destiny roll. But there is one thing I want you guys to know, what we can do in the Abandoned Nest that I forgot to announce. While heroes can take this action while in this chamber. Search, it is a 1+ die roll, so you need to spot a 1 to use it. Roll a die. On a 1, we'll set up D3 more of these little boogers. On a 4, 5, or 6, we'll place a stun marker, and whoever places the 3rd stun marker gets to draw a treasure card. So, crap, dub 6, dub 2. So we're losing 2s, we're losing 6s, and we get a 4. So 6s are going to give us an unexpected event, and the 2s, neither of us have 2 or more treasure cards, which means Pug does not come into play, so we're good there. But the 6s is going to get us 26. So let me keep the Grot Scuttlings open, and let us find passage 26. Here we go. Phantasms danced upon the air, and strange sounds echoed from every direction. Shrieks and giggles flitted upon the breeze, while on the edge of sight the champion saw terrible things crawl and writhe. It was all they could do to keep their wits about them as the Silver Tower worked its foul tricks. Roll a die and put it on the Rune of Tzeentch. When a player makes their action roll, discard any die that scores the same number as the dice on the Rune of Tzeentch. Discard this dice on the rune at the end of the round. So, any dice that are 4s get discarded.
Nope.
I lose a 4.
2, 3, 5, 6.
Which is fine. My 4 really doesn't do a whole lot extra for me. I'm going to stab with Blade. Not enough. I'm going to stab with Blade. Murdered. Up by 1. I'm taking this to move here. And then I'm going to stab with Blade. And murdered. I get to level up. So I get to draw 2 of these. And I get to draw, or choose 1. So my choices are Unstoppable or a Vengeful Strike. Now some of them, as you can see here, maybe, I don't know, there, have a bolded keyword on there, and that is related to the traits that are on our character sheets. I am a Celestial Unrelenting. She is an Arcane Swift. The keyword on one of my 2 cards is Bladeborn, and the other keyword is non-existent. This literally sounds like what I need, though. Unstoppable. Each time I slay an adjacent adversary, I can immediately move up to D3 spaces without spending an action die. You still need to make pinning tests as normal. However, Vengeful Strike is if you roll a 6 when making a save roll, you can immediately make a 1+ weapon action. You do not need to spend a hero die to do so. And if your hero is Bladeborn, like the rogue, you can choose to use it as any weapon action. I believe Jason had that in one of our games. So I am going to now become the Unstoppable Knight Questor, which means every time I slay an adversary, I get to kind of move forward. So hopefully that means I can start just walking through little rooms like this.
So slow man can move a little bit faster.
Pretty much. Yeah, I'm out of dice, so get your butt on in here. Well, it's up to you. You can do what you want to do. You could try and search. Every 1 you'd roll puts more of these boogers into play. If every 4, you need to get 3 4+s to kill this card properly. So,
I'll try.
so would you spend one of your dice that got in there?
Yep.
All right.
Which knocked that down to a 2.
Nope.
No?
Anytime you enter a space in the coin room.
Okay. That works too. Yeah, so we'll use 3 to...
All right. That puts a stun counter on it.
2.
That puts a stun counter on it. Oh yeah, she's searching hard.
Yep.
Draw a treasure card.
The Gem of Command. This purple gem pulses evilly as it seizes the minds of its victims and turning them into helpless puppets. You can use this card after a behavior roll has been made, but before it has been resolved. Choose an adversary from the group and attack another adversary with one of its weapons. The adversary you choose cannot do anything else this phase, then discard this card.
So a gem of mind control, huh? Nice. Pretty awesome. Okay. Well, we have no adversaries. We could take a respite, or we could take a rest. I have no need to rest. Or we could take a respite. I might as well take a respite.
Yeah. Some more treasure.
And I'm going to search for loot. I got a 4+.
4+.
I am currently the dude. I got some Trickster's Brew. Let's see. Discard this card during my turn to either stun an adversary in my chamber, change the result I have made to another result of my choice, switch your renown marker with one belonging to another player.
I got the Celestium. Do you want to figure out how many, where the room is?
What?
I can tell you where the room is.
Discard this card at any time to look at the top 3 cards of any exploration deck without changing the order. You can share this information with other... Oh, it just allows you to know how hard we gotta look. Yeah. Save it for another character.
Okay.
But we are to a new round.
But I got a cool clockwork amulet.
That and that are yours.
Dub ones.
Roll those ones. 20.
5.
I believe that is the same number we just had.
No, we had 26.
I still believe that is the same number we just had, because I think it's 25, 26 are the same one. Yep.
Oh, that's dumb.
So go ahead and roll one of them white dice and add that to your thing.
1.
So any rolls of 1 get discarded. So. Oh my God! Trip 1. Oh shit, son. At least I got 2s. 6, 5, 2. Well, you really can't do much of anything with that. Why don't you use one of your dice to move forward and one of those dice to kick open the door.
Okay.
So,
P-
yeah.
Get rid of the 3.
Narrow ledge. So now we're going to slide this back just a little bit. Yep, that one. Okay, so yep, it's that side. You can put it on either side. You can put the door going like this, or you can put the door going like this.
Yeah, we'll do it that way.
So, not until the end of the round. But we can kind of move this back. Put this over here because we're done with it. Look at that. We can still go there. The narrow ledge. Please go here. Gears clattered and sections of the floor rotated away until only a narrow ledge remained. As the champions took their first tentative steps onto that precious span, an unnatural zephyr began to blow. If your hero moves into the perilous space...
The singular square.
Yep. So, your hero moves... Okay, if your hero moves into the perilous space, you must take 4 dice and stack them on top of each other so that at least 1 pip is fully visible on the uppermost surface of each. If the stack topples, a gust throws your hero off balance and they leap for more solid ground, landing badly and suffering a wound. I think that's awesome.
We actually have to
do like manual dexterity tests to see if your characters, instead of just, I roll a die, oh, I got a 4, I passed, haha. Nope, you have to physically take these and stack them so that a pip can be seen.
I mean, don't go for 1.
Well, duh. So, something as that shows there. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing here but this narrow ledge. You know what? Take that 4 and move further. You can go 1, 2.
Do I stop there for, or am I able to?
You can go all the way. It's just whether it costs you a wound or not.
Okay.
And you need to move that third die a little. All right. Look at that. She sort of cheated because she went and got excited and did it ahead of time. So there you go.
I didn't do it properly to begin.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right. I'm going to borrow these dice. Hero moves. Take them. At least one pip is fully visible on the uppermost surface of each. There is a portal there. So I'm going to go there. Use 6s, guys. 6s are the easiest.
5s and 6s.
6s are the easiest way to go. So I'm going to bring this over here so you guys can take a look at this. And I'll turn this around so I can see what I'm showing you. But if you guys look, there is two pips showing there. There is a pip showing there. And if you look way at the bottom, there is a pip showing there. So there you go. So that's actually what the test is. It is a true physical dexterity test, which is really, honestly, I think is really freaking cool. And not that it matters, but I will place the 1 back on the rune. You know what? Oh, I gotta look something up real quick, guys. The current chamber, nope. Round over, nope. Respite, or respite, as I heard on the Modern Rogue last night. Page 19 talks about an ambush. As heroes progress through the Silver Tower and draw the attention of its denizens. If there's an ambush during this respite, roll an encounter table D. If the result shows any adversaries, set them up the nearest unexplored exit to the rune mark hero. If there are no unexplored, set them at the nearest portal. The adversary player then proceeds as normal, with the new rivals attacking before the heroes have a chance to react.
Yeah, we're too busy sitting on our asses.
Yep. If there are no at the start, the heroes can take a respite. We don't have to. So as long as we don't go searching for loot, we can end our turn here. This board will go away. We'll get a new board once we open up this door. I just don't want to have... I'm going to essentially cheese the system. I just don't want them to take my shit or kill me for us kind of taking a turn to have to cross a perilous gap.
I thought it's based off of how many skills you have. If you choose to take a respite. But it also says you cannot if one would have... See, okay, and then you guys might be able to help us later. If there are no adversaries on the board at the start of the phase, the heroes can take a respite. Each player sets up their hero anywhere in the current chamber, pretty much where we want to be. Then roll a die. So that's one thing we should have done when we've been taking these, is pretty much you can cheat. Like, if we would have taken one here, we could have stood in front of this door, so that we wouldn't have had to take, essentially, hero action damage. Then roll a die and add the number of skill cards that the hero have between them. If the result is 9 or more, roll a die. I need to get an 8 on a d6. Not happening. On the old rules, there is an update in the FAQ. Yeah. On the old rules, it was roll a die on a 9 or more. There is an ambush. Otherwise, each player can either rest to heal D3 wounds or search the room by rolling. On a result of 4 or more, take a treasure. Addendum to the respite. There cannot be a respite 2 rounds in a row. If one would happen, an unexpected event occurs instead. So I guess that's what we do. We do the unexpected event. So who is currently the rune-marked player at the end of the round?
You are. Go ahead and roll 2d6. And 32. So this is what happens to us because we're slow and plotting. And it's what happens when you're on a board or a map that starts pulling away. With every footfall, the champions became ever more convinced they were being followed. Small and twisted figures scuttled in the dark, skittering along ceilings and flitting between shadows. Moment by moment, the tension swelled, the muffled cackles and frantic shushing less restrained, until the champions felt they could endure no more. It was then, with a great shriek, that the scuttlings appeared from their ambush. Vile nets of sticky strands splattered down from above, ensnaring the champions as the grots burst from hiding to attack. Each hero is stunned. Put that on one of your health markers. Then roll a die and place that many grot scuttlings next to the board. Pick a grot and you get to put it on somewhere. As close to the heroes as possible.
They don't get the bow.
They still have a sticker.
A stabber?
Yeah. A pig sticker. And their hunting bow, their hunting bow they hit, but they have one die, but they hit more easily. They hit on a 4+ instead of a thing. Grot with a stabber and a hunting bow. They can attack with a hunting bow as well as its stabber. So, and that's it, because that actually happens during the cleanup phase. So I get all of this. I get this lovely die. Oh, yep, nope, first things first is this. I get to get rid of 3s, but I did put a 4, 5, and 6 in the bank. That's pretty good. Let's see. If any 3s are discarded, any heroes would have 2 or more skills. Nobody has 2 or more skills yet. I'm the first player to get a skill.
Yeah, you went and killed everything in the damn room.
It's my job. Roll your dice. You only get 3. 1, 1, 3. Ouch.
5, 5, 5.
I'll use my 1. Murder. Dead. I like grot scuttlings. They're fun to kill. Because they're easy to kill. Should I crack open the door for you?
Yes.
Alright, I'll spend my 1 to crack open the door. Find me The Way Divides.
Wow.
I guess for mapping sakes, we gotta put it like this. Okay.
Which side does it go on?
We'll choose that in a moment, and we'll look it up so that we're doing this properly. With every step forward, the glittering mists thickened, heavy with half-glimpsed shapes and the shattered fragments of memories. So, first things first, let's look up. Yep, go ahead and put the portal where it belongs. That's my music for you guys while we're exploring. That is not what I want. Place the exploration card face up next to the chamber and put the rest of the deck next to the new exit. But there's 2 exits.
But they go the Pope.
Multiple exits. If a chamber has 3 exits, the path divides and you must split the exploration deck. Dealing from the bottom. Deal 1 card at a time to each of the exits until they all have been distributed. The hero now have 2 different paths to follow.
Which path do you want to follow?
It doesn't matter because at the end of the round, this tile is going to go away. Let's bring it here so it brings it... We'll make it easier for you guys.
This is the only time.
Nah. So, roll on encounter table A. That's the next thing I got to do. Woo! 2d6.
Woo!
You don't want that. That's where the big bad shit comes in. A 4. An unexpected event occurs. But we could get things like the Skaven Death Runner. He's a jerk.
13 vigor guys.
Yes, and he has the ability to be multiple people. You might actually kill his smoke character.
Great.
Xanagors could come in. Those guys are pretty nasty. Carrick Acolytes, Blue Horrors, Grot Scutlings. So there's a whole bunch of weird shit that could come in. So we're going to get an unexpected event. Let's get that going. 1, 2. 12. That's this book.
12.
From nowhere it came, little more than a blur of black cloth and poisoned blades. The Skaven leapt and rolled, darted and dodged, and the champions might just as well have swung their weapons at smoke. The Death Runner's mad red eyes fixed upon its victim, and it lunged in to strike the killing blow. Set up the Skaven Death Runner at the portal that is closest to the ruin-marked hero. Huh! Look at that.
We spoke a little too
Apparently
soon.
I opened my fat mouth too soon. So, Skaven Death Runner. Let's look up him. Because he's a pain in the ass if I remember properly.
All I know is it's 13 health.
Figure is 13. When the Death Runner is set up, each player rolls a die. The hero that rolls the lowest is the winner.
Got one.
You're the quarry for now.
Great.
The Death Runner cannot be stunned. When he is slain, whichever hero landed the killing blow gains D3 renown rather than 1, and every other hero gains 1. If you're grievously wounded when he rolls on a behavior table, add +3 to his add 3 to his result. Although he has 2 identical miniatures, there is only one Death Runner, with the uncanny ability to appear in 2 places at once. If one of the miniatures is slain while the other is on the board, roll a die. On a 1 to 3, that model was the illusion. It is removed, but the hero gains 1 round. On a 4+, it was the real guy. Both miniatures are removed. If both miniatures are on the board when the Death Runner is activated, randomly determine which one of them is the real one and remove the other. And you have to roll, when you roll on his behavior, if you roll a 4+, his second form comes out.
Then I can command one to smack the other.
There you go. Okay, we now have an ability on this card. Let's get to that. Arcane heroes may make this action. Scry for a 5+. Pick an exploration deck, add one of these cheap exits, then look at its top or bottom. You can share this information if you wish. Well, normally this would be a really cool thing because we should hit this early and split and have multiple choices. Unfortunately, we're kind of to the end of the game.
What would happen if you split this early and that ends up getting removed? What happens?
If we choose to go this way, the cards get shuffled into. I've said their rule book sucks, but they have accounted for some errors.
I was just wondering, because that is like a split thing. I'm like, and what would happen if we go this way?
Because we'll cheat. We know this is the card we're looking for. So
it's the last card.
This is the card because this is the last card. This is the card we're looking for. But what she's asking is what happens if we choose to go this way and Searing Blades or Beams is this way. When we start removing this tile, his cards will get shuffled back into theirs and recreated into a new deck.
Okay.
So they did account for that. Alrighty. I have 1 die remaining, and there's some other dice up there, and you haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
How about I go start wounding him because he's a big pain in our ass? He's got a speed of 6, a vigor of 13, and 1+ agility. So we can't pin him, we can't stun him. We're farked on that point. His Stab Slicer does 1 damage. His Blood Blade does D6 damage. His Warp Stars do 1 damage, and his Shadow Smoke Bomb is the area, and it does stun damage. I'm gonna use the 4+, which locks the 6 for you to go run up.
Matter.
Yeah, but it's that many high dice that you can just Gatling gun him. You need to start putting damage, so I'm gonna go 1, 2. Oh shit, I can't do that. No, I'm screwed either way. I was hoping I could Thunder Charge Strike on him.
But you use the 4. Can you use the 5 instead?
Why? What does the 4 do for you?
I'll put it on the Glimmer Mist.
Sure.
Just because that's
The average.
more likely to come up.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll see if I can put 2 damage on him. I can. He gets 2 damage. So we'll just start a pile of love over there for him. End of my round, I believe. I will double check. I need to find that page that has that. Stun markers. Hero stun. Place a stun marker. If there's no space for one, that discard one of the stun markers cannot grievously wound heroes. Stun markers affect your action roll like wounds, but you remove them at your hero at the end of your turn. Done. So that comes off of me.
So that
Yep, you got 5 dice to go.
I'll put up the glimmer mist.
Yep. And just start Gatling gun him.
Yeah, but I need to be on the same tile as you.
Why?
Otherwise, this doesn't work.
What doesn't work?
It's a fact.
Okay, well, I guess I'm not understanding.
Any attacks that target the Mistweaver or another hero in the same chamber will miss. If it's...
Oh, on the same chamber?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
And then I'm going to start Illusory Assault. 4. Yes, that hits.
Alright. 2 damage. That puts him to 4.
6.
That gets you XP, doesn't it?
Yep.
Oh, for 3! Yeah, get her done!
And
He's at 7.
6.
Oh, failure. Sad Panda is sad. Who is the... I'm the Rune Lord Master, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Sheet. 2! Assassinate!
Oh, great.
The Death Runner moves towards his quarry. He then attacks his quarry with his Blood Blade.
Oh, great.
If they are in range. Otherwise, he attacks each hero he can see with either his Stab Slicer or his Warp Stars, whichever is in range. The Rune Mark player can choose the order in which he attacks the heroes. So he's going to make a pin test. Not a problem. He rolled a 1+, so bunk. So 1, 2. He's got a speed of 6. He's good. He's coming to get you.
Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right?
That'd probably be what he does.
Needs a 3+ to hit you. It hits you. Make your armor save.
No.
Okay, and do I kill you? No, I hit you for 2. So flip that wound marker over and have another one. I don't want the 3.
I don't like that other one.
Alright. Alright, that is the end of the round, and that is about time for this video. I want to thank you guys for coming and checking out this video. Appreciate everybody for coming and checking this out. If you liked everything you see, hope. I will get that at the end of the round. Never mind. Don't worry about it. If you like the content you're seeing, give me a like down there. It helps me out a lot. If you got any questions, comments, criticisms, please throw them in the comments down below, and we'll check you out on the next video. Thanks for stopping by.